So Capcom just released a brand new trailer from what felt like out of nowhere at the end of Summer Game Fest's recent show, and I just so happened to actually join it just at the right time, funnily enough, so I'm here to talk a little bit about it now. There isn't really too much to talk about though. Apparently they trolled some people that were watching. They made a tease of Resident Evil earlier during the show, as if that was it for Resident Evil, but I'm not sure because it wasn't there. Anyway, after the wonderful news from yesterday, not only from Konami's Silent Hill F, but also from Capcom, the fact that they're bringing two iconic Resident Evil games to PlayStation was already a big, great gift. But now we also get to have Resident Evil 9 at the beginning of next year, now officially known as Resident Evil Requiem, and my god is that exciting. The game's premise seems to be around a brand new protagonist, a girl named Grace Ashcroft, and she just so happens to have a mother that died 8 years ago, named Alyssa, which assumes that she is the daughter of Alyssa Ashcroft, an investigator reporter that appeared in the Outbreak games, and also made an article that was featured in Resident Evil 7, and I love that. I'm so glad that they're connecting more often to the spin-off games more and more, and hopefully we'll eventually get them ported at some point, who knows. She's an integral part of this story, and also shown in the Outbreak games, as well as the Outbreak games are some of the only spin-offs that are shown in the Resident Evil Portal website, alongside the other games that are also available to play on modern hardware. So, can we please get them ported to new consoles? Thanks. Hopefully. Also, why not throw in some Survivor 1 and 2, Dead Aim, the Chronicles games, and my life would be complete. Almost. Just preserve games, damn it! Anyway, we get, what is this? The RPD, we're going back to Raccoon City in the future? Oh my god, it just gets better. A little reminder as well that the director of this game is the same director of Resident Evil Revelations and Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, and considering I'm somewhat of a Revelations 1 fan and a very big fan of Resident Evil 7, I'll definitely be looking forward to this game. The graphics and everything looks so good. Is this the first game Capcom's making with the REX engine though? It might actually end up being that, but this will be the 9th game in the series, and will likely focus on its own little story. But what will come from this? I mean, 7 and 8 featured Chris Redfield, so who will be in this game? There's no way they wouldn't add any of the original characters into this. I mean, it's Resident Evil, and fans have been waiting for this game for 4, almost 5 years now when this game comes out. So I really hope that they have a bigger plan for the franchise after this. Also, by the way, Dusk Golem, a somewhat reliable leaker for these sorts of things, posted on X, I'll say this now before my trailer breakdown. Leon is the main character of Resident Evil 9 Requiem. You won't fully see him for a bit, though he is in the trailer, but in the final game you play far more as Leon than Grace. Become more obvious as marketing continues into the final game. Take this as you will, but if that is true, I'm 100% on board, since we haven't seen Leon in a while. Although I'd still love to know what happened to Jill, and she's got to be in this game. I mean, come on, the last time we've seen her timeline-wise was in 5 back in 2009. Aside from Death Island, of course, but that's not a game. But I suppose it still counts. I don't know, this game looks really cool so far, but I am a bit worried about what they'll do with the characters since, honestly, in Village it was a bit of a downgrade I'd say from 7, but considering the creator of that game will direct this, I guess I have a little hope. I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens from here on. There's also some moments in this trailer that looked very cultish, so I'm curious if they'll have cultists in this again, like 4 did not too long ago. Also, who is this character? It reminded me a bit of Oswald Spencer for some reason, but that's just because I'm correlating someone who probably can't walk to Resident Evil. It's probably just the new main antagonist though. I'm just glad that we get to see the RPD again, and I just can't wait for whatever story goes on from here. I'm just a bit worried about the story a bit, but it seems promising from what we've seen, but we really don't know anything about it, so who knows. Also, we finally get to see that apocalyptic type vibe from freaking Raccoon City, and I'm just so excited that we're going back to that place. Now, I don't know for a fact that it will be apocalyptic, but oh my god, I cannot wait. I'm also curious as to when this will take place. Will it be after Village, but before Shadows of Rose? Or will it deal with the Winters family in some way after those events? If they did that, it would be far in the future, and the majority of the characters in the Resident Evil games would be very old in 2037. But that'd be pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie. I'm also curious as to if this will be first person or third person. Who really knows? Either way, Raccoon City is back, baby.